open that dang bridge. That might have been what it sounded like back when this bridge was built. Hey guys, I want to share with you a video today about the Miller Sweeney Bridge. Now, I learned something really cool about this, that it's called the Miller Sweeney Bridge only on the automotive side where the auto traffic is. The other side where the trains go is not the Miller Sweeney Bridge. So that was kind of interesting. I thought it was all just one bridge. But I talked to the bridge operator in there, and I looked at the website for the Public Works and got some really cool information about this bridge. It's just I've seen it since I was a kid, and I was fascinated to learn that it's really the train part is separate than the Miller Sweeney single leaf bascule bridge where the cars pass by. Let's look at this little zoom in on this weight right here. And I asked the bridge operator, those counterweights, I said, are those just solid metal? And he said, no, inside is a combination of metal and concrete. So that was kind of cool too, because I've seen these things, like I say, since I was a kid, And this vertical part of the bridge here, I guess this whole railroad part was built by the Army Corps of Engineers, and it says on the Public Works website that it was opened to the public in 1973, and so that was pretty cool to know. 1973, I was born 2 months prior to that. I was born in October 72. Oh no, okay, so I was about a year old, but anyway, here it's just some really cool information to learn about a bridge that you see every day. This is actually two separate, bridges, or named, the Miller Sweeney is just the automotive side. But anyway, you can see up here these wheels on that horizontal part that goes up and down the train platform. You can see these wheels that actually lock into place on the vertical towers of this bridge. And that part of it doesn't operate anymore. It was maintained up until a year ago, where that horizontal part, it would still go up and down. See those wheels there? It would still go up and down, and they maintained it monthly. They would have that thing go up and down so they could maintain it. But something happened and something broke, and as with the case, there's no money, and so it's stuck in the up position and doesn't perform anymore. But it's the single leaf part of it over there. I mean, not the single leaf part. Yeah, the single leaf part on the automotive side, of course, that still opens and closes. But this train bridge, that sign right there, as you see me fly by, it says Fruitvale Railroad crossing, and so I'm guessing maybe that's the name of the bridge. And the automotive side is the Miller Sweeney Bridge. I don't know. I've always lumped them together because I never knew any different. But we're gonna slide across this bridge here and show you all these cool pieces of metal and track, and just some really fascinating parts of this bridge to look at. I'm going to zoom in here, and you can see the wheels on the other side, how they kind of grab around those two vertical towers, and that whole part would raise and lower with gears and cables. And I'll show you in a minute inside the towers kind of how that worked. I wish I could get in the towers, and maybe at some point I will. I want to try to hit up the Public Works Department and see if I can't do a photo shoot. But anyway, here you can see a utility scaffolding little basket underneath there where they would maintain the bridge, and I guess get in that little basket and slide across from one side to the other. But what a pretty view, right? It's like 175 feet in the air, this bridge is. And here's the towers. Now, if you look inside those windows, you can see the shape of the pulleys that those cables would wrap around. I always thought maybe that was where the bridge people sat and watched, over the Bay Area or whatever. But I didn't know that, as a kid, you just see windows and you think there's people in there. But that's actually where the pulleys pull those cables up on each side, and they wrap around those pulleys. So it's just like a big elevator. The bridge operator was telling me that it's just like a big big elevator, and so it's kind of cool, something new to learn every day. But another cool fact about this bridge, I didn't know, and I've taken this right from the Public Works Department, so you guys can go to that webpage if you want and check it out too. But the Miller Sweeney Bridge, the automotive side, was originally manually operated, and that's why I put the horns in the front of the video because I bet it took a minute to open. They were honking, people honking, you know. And it became electrified in 1951, and then the the present structure, the railroad side of it, evidently that opened also in 1950s, and it became electrified, and you know, the bridge did, and then they built this other train part of it. So that was kind of cool to learn also. And here's just a zoomed in view of the mechanisms that would, as that horizontal platform for the train would lower down, it would lock into the you know, those mechanisms down below. There's just little hydraulic and electrical connections. You know, something about grease and hydraulics and gears and steel just always fascinated me. These bridges and trains, I've always loved them, man. They're just really cool. But what a feat this is to build something like this. And, you know, you can see right there, and I just never paid attention, but that is like two separate structures. I mean, maybe I'm just a dope. Maybe I didn't realize this whole time. I thought it was all just one bridge, but it's not. So how cool is that? Another little note, that traffic bridge right there that the cars are going on, the actual Miller Sweeney Bridge, that was built originally, and it had a cost of $53,759. That's damn near what I paid for my Jeep. Anyway, that's crazy. You know, how cool is it to learn some fun facts, you know, like this, and to be able to visit some, you know, a place like this with my drone and get some really cool vantage points. Now here is a picture of, as you're going under the bridge, you can actually see the sign Miller Sweeney Bridge, and then there's some radio frequencies. You can talk to the guy in the you know, the bridge operator, I guess, to get him to open up the bridge for you when he thinks that, you know, it's safe to do so. But how cool is that? And actually, you can see the two different colors of asphalt up there too. The dividing line right there, the lush green side of Alameda and the industrial side of Oakland come together right there in the middle of the water. But anyway, you know, this was a really fun morning. I learned something new about this bridge that I've seen since I was a child. You know, and I figured I'd get out here with my drone and kind of revisit this place with some youthful enthusiasm, and in the process, man, I really did learn something about this bridge. Look at that. Now there are still tracks right there on the Alameda side. They've taken out the tracks on the Oakland side, you know, before the bridge. There used to be tracks all through there, old Del Monte plant and all that stuff in through there. As I was a kid, I remember a lot of that stuff. But there's a little bit of track left on the Alameda side, but mostly it's, you know, it's just filled with like trash and stuff. People have gone in there and started, you know, putting up tents and living there. But look at this pretty view, man. How pretty that is, that estuary all down in through there. Jet skiers go through there, boats, kayakers, those people that row those big long boats, whatever you call them, they pass through there. My drone's flying over there. Look at this beautiful view, man. No smoke in the air. We got a beautiful day. I figured, man, this was the time to get out and shoot with this drone and learn something about this bridge. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. If you're not a Patreon member, please consider becoming one. I have free images and things like that for you guys to download and keep. Images just like this one right here. They'll be yours for free if you're a Patreon member to share and you know, do what you want with. Take care, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.